Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Thanks for joining me again today. Time for our Playing with Paper and Glue Choose 6 Challenge, week 12. Now, this is hosted by Playing with Paper and Glue Facebook group. So if you haven't joined us yet, please come over and join us. It's a great group. If you've been playing along with our challenge, we'd love to see what you've been doing. It's not too late to start. If you decide to do a challenge, please pop it up on any of the social medias or just bring it along to the group. Remember to do hashtag PPG Choose 6 Challenge. Okay, now this is week 12, as I said before. So our prompts for this week: colouring book, business card, paint, original photo, lake, river or ocean, cocktail or drink. That one was the hardest for me. Now, I've been stamping since the mid-90s. I've got squillions and squillions and squillions of stamps, and not one of them is there a picture of a drink, be it alcoholic, be it coffee, be it water, be it anything. So that took me a little bit of time to come up with, but I think I've come up with a solution for that one. Now, this is actually take 2. I did start this a little while ago and realised once I got partway through that I wasn't actually filming. I had obviously put the camera on while I was setting it up, and then when I sat down and I was ready to go, I pressed off, not on. So bear with me if there's a few things that are done. That is why. Luckily, I looked up and hadn't finished the whole project. Now, my project is based on, I saw a video the other day, some stage, from Liz Paper Project. She was doing an unboxing from Your Creative Studio, and at the end, she'd been playing with a few of the bits that were in this packet. She did a little project which I just fell in love with, which was using up book paper. And I want to recreate that, but using some colouring in paper. The only colouring in book I had was, which is now already torn, was from the adult colouring in books. I had one sheet here. So that's what I've got to play with, and this is the side that I'm going to use. What I want to do with it is make a pocket that goes into a pocket in one of my little slimline journals that I'm working on. So these are my journals that I'm working on at the moment. Well, some of them, I've got so many on the go at the moment anyway. And so they've literally just been started, but they're about 8 inches by 4 inches. And it'll have a pocket, and I want one of these pockets to go in it. So this is my plan. What I want to do is, well, what I've done is I've torn off the top of this because it was a little bit too long, and I'll use that on something else. I'm going to move that one away where I can tick them off as I go. I will just keep checking now that we are still running. What we're going to do is fold it over and fold it over back on itself. So that for me, I need this to be under 4 inches, of course, because my pocket needs to fit in my journal. So that'll give me room to have a pocket that sits in onto one of those pages for that journal. Now, this will be glued down. This has been painted already. Sorry. The paints that I used were the Lumiere Metallic Rust and my Precious Metal colour in the Blackberry. I've had this forever. Ever and ever, and this one I think I've had for a couple of years. I only wanted to very lightly put some paint on there, and I wanted these colours to match him with this. See these purples and these rusty colours. I may put some more on later on. All I've done is got my brush and just flicked around. I spent all this wonderful time talking about Jenny at Jen's Arty Inclinations, how she did this wonderful mixed media art journal page, and how she just worked her way through with all these paints and gessos and all this stuff, and I went, I just don't do that enough. So please go over and watch Jen's Arty Inclinations for her beautiful mixed media art journal page. And this was my attempt on it, but, you know, that's as far as I got. Because I will cover most of this anyway, so I will stop waffling. Right, so we'll go back now to my other bits and pieces. So my prompts, that's my colouring in book, my paint, beautiful. Business card, couldn't find any. Luckily, I remembered I went to the hairdresser's yesterday and that was still sitting in my handbag. So what I want, and I will need to trim this down because I want it as a pocket on the pocket. Original photo, I found a couple of different sizes. We will work on those. Lake, river or ocean. Well, my photos are all those as well, but I did come up with a paper pad when I was looking for a business card that has, apart from some wonderful backgrounds in there, it had, coming up, these that I thought I might use as my lake, river or ocean. And then I found my photos. So, you know, bit of one, half a dozen of the other. My big one was cocktail or drink. As I said, I didn't have stamps or anything else. I did remember that I was airing out an ephemera pack that I'd purchased a while back. And I came across that. Now, it was a label that was in there. And it was a drink. And I went, that'll work. But I did want this for my Australiana journal because it's from Melbourne, which made me remember again that I had some wine labels as stickers. That's what I'm going to use as my drink. Some way, shape or form. I'm not quite certain yet whether I just cut a bit out to pop on there. We're going to play with that. But we're going to make this project first. So I'll stop waffling, and I'm sorry you missed the painting, but I'm telling you now, you didn't miss anything. So we're just going to glue this guy down now. So he's going to be glued like that and down the bottom. So I'm just going to pop. As I said, I got this from Liz Paper Project. This was just such a wonderful, quick, easy idea. If I can find her video again, I will link it, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to. You know how you see a video and you think, wow, but you can never find it again. So if I go back and find it when I remember I'm uploading this, I will pop the link on. I just want to do another little bit of that because I've got quite a wide bit in here now. So I'll just go up there as well. And down. Right, so now I've made my little pocket, and I tore the top off to give it this ragged edge. You could just cut that, that's not a problem at all. So I've got my little pocket in here, ready to go into a pocket. Now one side I'm going to decorate at this stage. Whether I do both of them or not, I'm not quite certain. As I like both have a butterfly, couple of different butterflies, I might just still do that side. Right, so my plan is with this book, and I'm still not certain whether I want that one or that lovely Hessian. Where was that lovely Hessian? There. I really like that Hessian. I really like that Hessian, actually. Yeah, I like the Hessian, and I think I want the white showing. So I'm just going to tear it like this, which gives me a lot of that white edge down there. So if I get my sizing right, I need to go that way again, don't I? Yep. So if I tear it towards me, I'll get that white. If I tear it away from me, I don't. I'll have to tear that one. Give that a really funny torn edge. So I knew I wouldn't see much of this once I'd finished. Slight angle. Let's go a slight angle. So let's make that a little bit narrower. Like that. Okay. So I want that as my background. I want my business card as a pocket on here again as well. thinking I might go sideways. I'm going to need to trim my business card down. So does that mean it's still a business card or not? I don't know. Right. But I want to have it as a double pocket, I'm thinking actually now, because it is quite large. Thinking that's my thinking music. Oh, they're heavy. Right, so that's a better size. And I'm going to go around that, and I'm thinking I want another pocket across there. Because what I'm planning on doing is popping these guys in like that. And that other one in there. And I still need my cocktail or drink. So that's fine. Right. Sorry. That's thinking. We're going to go around there. Because this business card is, it's a matte finish, but it's slightly shiny. So I'm not quite certain how the Distress ink is going to take to it. So we're going back to the permanent ink. And I'm just going to go around the edge. And then I can buff that off. So this is just with tree branch and a little blending brush. And then a lot of this, this will come off. So all I'm doing now is smoothing it out because it is that shiny surface. I don't need right in the centre because I'm going to cover that. So that's just toned that down a little bit. Set you there and you there. And let's just find something gunky like that. All right. And we'll just buff that just to make sure that there's nothing else that's going to come off on fingers or pages or anything else on that. And that's taken the white off it. Right, so I want. What do I want? This is the problem. I want to put that glue back there, and move that paint and that paint out of the way. And I'm thinking, not these. I could do that on the other pocket, really, couldn't I? All right. So I'm just thinking at the moment. Sorry. I know. Should never think. Oh. Well, that's fine. We'll tear it anyway. Torn now, so we'll just I'm just tearing this. Since it tore anyway, I'm just going to give it a torn edge top and bottom and maybe sides, just as a strip down the bottom. It still says the drink that it is. I don't know. I don't drink wine, so I'm not quite certain what it actually is. Chateau Lagrange. How about, before we do that, we actually stick this guy on? Wouldn't that help? That would help. That would help. Let's find the glue book. All right. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know I have moved the inks from over there, so I'm trying not to reach in front of you as much anymore, she says as she reaches across for the glue. But I have moved the inks to beside me now, which will hopefully make a difference. Hopefully, we'll work on it. Did we decide on angled? A little bit. Right. I want that about there. It's a double pocket. I want that one over there. And I'm going to just pop a little bit more glue on there because I've had these stickers for ages. I'm not quite certain how well they're going to stick, especially not without any glue. So we'll just pop that there. Got glue coming out, right. Why do we always have these glues that some days just do nothing and won't come out, and some days they play really nicely? This is what I want to know. All right, so a little bit of glue on there just to make sure that it's going to stick properly. I might pop something else under there anyway, but we've got a little bit of drink going on there. How's that? All right, so we want a double pocket on this one. I'll glue up that one. Glue up. We'll do the lid up on that one. And we'll have a look at this paper pad again, because I'm quite liking the colours that we're in. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to rip that out so that I know where it is. All right. And we'll find some of these nice faded ones. See, that's quite, I reckon that'll go to, let's just have a look. I'm thinking. Obviously not thinking very well. It's not going to make any difference because I just want the top bit, don't I? So, I quite like that. And I literally just like that. So I'm just going to use that bit up there. But I want it as a pencil. Let's just chop into that. Down now. Where are we going to? About there. And along here. Now the pencil mark. Nice and straight. Right. So, I'm liking that. I want dark edge across there, and I've got to get rid of my pencil mark in here. Right, I want a little bit of darkness. Well, I haven't got rid of these inks. It was the inks up there that I stamp with. So yes, no, these inks are still here in front of me. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that colour better on it. I am. So that's just my background. Then I'm going to pop another pocket down here. So my other pocket down there, I actually want to pop half of that one. Then I can have lots of drinking, can't I? So, if I stick that on another piece, then I can trim it to size. Or maybe we just go like that. So let's do that. Let's just have a look at that. So if I cut another piece of that out, that's going to go down there. And it needs to be, how big's my half circle? I'm going to go there above the 1973. So at least 3/4 of an inch. Yep, that's fine. So if I do a piece that's about an inch is what I'm looking for. If I take that down an inch. Yep, that's going to work well. It's all right. I know I'm mumbling. Sorry. It's my brain trying to work this out. Is that the same size? We'll just chop it. Just chop it, Kylie. About an inch is there. Let's have a look. So that's going to be my second pocket that's on there. And then I'm going to adhere that little half circle onto it with my advertising. Right. Sit that there, find this one and some scissors. All I'm going to do first is trim my bottom section off. They're fairly sticky actually for a sticker that's been around for a while. It's fairly sticky. All right, go down there. Put a little bit of glue on that other section. Just to make sure it'll stick down. All right. If I sit that on my grid, about even, the glue will mean that because it's the sticker, I can move it a little bit. That top bit's even. Yes. Right. And now we'll pick the whole thing up and I can trim that off. What else do we have to get out of there? What did I miss? That side's fine. That side's not great. Right. If I turn it over now and trim it along the top of that one. Look at that. I missed a section there, didn't I? Of course I missed a section there. Like that. So that's my other little pocket. It's probably a little bit too big, but that's all right. It'll do. All right, we'll glue this guy down. Make sure I'm up the right way. Yep. Try and stay close to the edge. You know, I'm not, but try and do it. This one down there, that one down there, which will give us a double pocket on what was a business card. All right. That whole thing will get stuck onto there because we'll use the back of our business card as the pocket, and then we've got another pocket in here. Just to make sure it'll really stick down. So I'm using both glues just to give myself that double whammy. Right. This will go onto here. Try and make it even. Give him a good push. And then that can go onto this one. All right, make that into a pocket. And then we can start decorating. So we've done our basics. Just like so. Don't like my paint. Don't like my paint. Just whisper that. But I don't like my paint. All right, just got to get rid of all that excess glue that's sitting up there that's wanting to fall out of my glue. Okay, so let's have a look at these bits and bobs. And see, I really like this. Thinking though, maybe I'm actually thinking, because I've got a couple of those, we might just cut this out with that tape section onto it. Cut him out first to get rid of him, and maybe use him as another embellishment. Let's have a look. Because it's done on a Polaroid that looks like it's got tape on it. How long have we been? 25. Okay. Cool bananas. Down. So like that down there. Covered up more of my, I've got my photos, I've got that. There's no reason why I couldn't do another one on the other side, is there? Sorry, once again, talking to myself. I need to decorate this little bit. So I'm going to have to use my numbers, and I know, I don't have to, but I'm going to have to. So let's just, numbers. So we'll go into the stamps, and we'll go into Tim Holtz numbers and the Witchcraft Do You Do numbers. Right. I want something up in here. Colour-wise, we might use my new favourite, Fallen Leaves, in that, which is this browny black kind of colour. What's going to fit in here? So let's have a look. Oh, missing one. There it is. That'll fit beautifully, won't it? All right. I'm going to pull that one out. Slide that one under. Right, I'll link him up. Let's see if I can do it with that one on there, so I know exactly where I'm going. Yep. Okay. I'm putting that one back in there, like so. That one there. I'm thinking. I want something down here. I want something down there. What can I put down there? She cried. Have we used all our bits that we needed to? This is what we need to double check first, and then I can go hell for leather for everything else. So, colouring book, business card, paint, original photo, lake, river or ocean. Yep. Cocktail or drink. Well, that's a drink. That is a drink. That's technically a drink that I'm thinking of covering up. So, yes, they are drinks. Right. So I can now do what I want as such and decorate and cover and fill and all the rest. So I want stuff up here. Stuff. I need to carry that colour along, and I'm thinking of stamping some stuff up in here. Agent, no, oh, hang on. Just my, something like this that just has a nothingness but something. Does that make sense? And that's where I like these sorts of things, because they're really nothing, but they just fill out and fill in. So Let's go that one. All right, take that one back off. Sit you back over here. Up in that green again as well, I'm thinking. Always remember to take your ink pad to your stamp. Yes, like that. Now we can either punch that out or we can cut that out. We'll just cut that out, I think. I'm going to cut it out with a little wider section. I'll just show you. Let's say, because this is not perfectly straight, square, round. That's the word I want. This is not round. Well, my cutting's not round. It's in and it's out and all the rest. So if what I'm actually doing is cutting away from the line, so that's not perfectly, you know, you'll see little bits in, little bits out. And if you then ink just around the edge, not going too far in, so I've gone the lighter colour this time, but what it does is that it takes your eye away from where it's not perfectly round. Okay? So that one can be adhered on. I want that heading up here. All right. So that we've tied in all that green. And I want something else up in there as well. Let me think. A little bit of lace, a little bit of cheesecloth, a little bit of real Hessian maybe. But then it's going to make that look a bit dodgy, isn't it? What other wonderful bits were in that paper pad? If I could find that said paper pad, they had bits at the back. Maybe I could go back onto that basket wave. They're not the right size circles. So double whammy it, maybe. You can see that from there, can't you? That's just a bit gross for me. Lighter. Oh, my words. I said I had the words in there, wasn't it? Yeah, there was something else I wanted to do. So let's have a look at some yummy words. Journey. What have you? No. Salty kisses. I don't want any of that sort of thing, but journey works, or the journey. This journey. Relax, escape. This is the life. Enjoy. Enjoy the journey. That sounds all right, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, down here. Enjoy the journey. I'll just cut that out. I'm going to cut it so that it, again, has that section. Because I can always cut that bit off if I decide they're too large. And I want them in their separate identities. Separate words, you know what I mean? Like so. That's a bit wide, Kylie. This one. Enjoy, oh, not the enjoy journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. That will work. Now, I have got it down there, but, and I know I've got some of this on the table with me somewhere, but I can't find it right now. Oh, no. I just got too much. I think there's there are 4 journals on the go on this table at the moment, which is just atrocious. So I've got no space. I also can't find an end. Here we go. And I keep chopping off bits like that, and they should be on the desk. I'm just stretching that out, and I can trim it back up, but I just want it to look really worn. Right. Ugh. Happy with that. Yep, happy with that. So we might use the double-sided tape, and then I can adhere it on properly. So enjoy the and journey. So enjoy first. That one. No fingernails, so we'll go that side. And I'm just going to lightly sit them on. Because all I really want them to do is to hang on to that cheesecloth at the moment. And then I'll use the other glue to actually stick them or adhere them. Let's use the correct terminology, Kylie. To adhere them onto the page. I'm all over the show today, sorry. Sorry. Some days, you know, some days you just flow, some days it's just doesn't work. So let me have a think. Right, so now it picks up as one. And what I can do is actually pop the fabric glue, that's not the fabric glue, that's the fabric glue, across those ones. So we'll just go down here. There it comes. And then I can actually just pop it on to those, which will adhere all the cheesecloth on to the project as well. Alright. Pop you out. Pick it up as one again. I know my words are in the right spot. It's just a matter of sitting it down. Like so. Oh, I don't think that one's stuck down yet, is it? Alright. Just want that to sit out a little bit. So if I scrunch that, oh, that glue's still wet. Now that's a bit better. Happier with that, actually. Yep. This one, I'm still debating, but I reckon this one will just finish up here. Give it a little bit of glue. Around. Right, so there's my little pocket. So I've got pocket down here, pocket here, pocket here. I didn't end up using this one after all. You can always decorate the back as well. It won't take much to put anything on the back. So, you know, you're just looking at your leftover bits and bobs. There we go. So I've already gone that way, so we'll go that way. So no white showing this time. And it gets rid of all my colouring in book, just like that. So let's say I don't want all that colouring in book gone. Let's say we want to make that as another pocket. So if I tear that about that way down, so what's that? 3 3/4 inches. And then I can pop that there, and that makes another pocket. Let's do that. How quick was that? So just down along our edges, across the bottom, get rid of that. Ugh. And now the glue won't work. There we go. Up and along, just a wonky shaped pocket. Setting this down. So now I've got another pocket on the back. Now I can pop this one on here, can't I? Let's do that. We'd cut him out and he was beautiful. So let's do that. There's no reason why it can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4 pocket tag. Hang on. Look at that. Gotta admit, I do love my cheesecloth. You'd never know, would you? No, I didn't think so. Right. So, does that cover all our bits? I'm thinking it might. Let's find it one more time. Tick them off. We're done. So, week 12, as we said before, of our PPG Choose 6 challenge. Don't forget the hashtag if you're popping this up. Please come and have a look at it. At all of our ones on the Facebook group, you will find Lynn's there at Playing with Paper and Glue, and you'll find Jenny's there from Jen's Arty Inclinations. Come and have a look, and I'm sure there'll be others up there. Just, I know us 3 are doing them every single week. We've got colouring book, business card, paint, original photo, lake, river or ocean, cocktail or drink. And as I said before, that will go on one of these in a pocket, on a pocket like that. Okay, so it's a pull-out pocket with all these extra pockets with those. And I'm thinking actually of just doing some note papers in there, and you can just pull out your note paper when you want it and they just sit in there. So how's that? I'm happy with that. I hope you guys are happy with it as well. Thanks for joining me for this one. And for the PPG Choose 6 challenge, I'll see you again next week. Otherwise, I will see you in a couple more days with the next video. Thank you all very much, guys. Bye.